Well, if it isn't Wednesday again, welcome back to Word Up Wednesday. Sorry for the week's break last week. I was on vacation, kind of. Might be swapping this to a new platform, so this could be my last Word Up Wednesday, but the buyer's tips, renters tips, and seller's tips are not going anywhere. I'm still here. So today's are for prospective renters. So right now, if you're looking to rent a house in this market, it is tough. Every house that's going on the market has 5 applications in the first day, and it's just tough to get a house that looks nice. You know, the houses that are staying on the market are the ones that are really ugly, have carpet floors, the ones that don't accept pets, the ones that don't have a yard, the ones that are falling down and none of the appliances work. So any nice house on the market is going in a flash. So I'm sure you're wondering, like, how do I get a rental house? I want to move to Austin, but I can't find a rental house. Perfect. So here's the answer to that question. So there's a few documents I want you to have before we even meet. Like, let's make sure this process is fast, because the first person to strike on this house is most likely going to be the one who gets it. So the things that I do want you to have are your bank statements for the last 3 months. If you're a group of renters and you're all roommates, nobody's married, we need one breadwinner in this group who earns 3 times the rent amount, because landlords don't have to combine roommates' income like they do a married couple. Second, I'm going to want your driver's license or passports, some type of government ID. And then third thing I'll want is your letter of references from previous landlords. And then fourth thing is going to be a personal letter from you to the new landlord. In this letter, I want you to say how well you're going to take care of this home, how excited you are about it, and of course, we're going to do a little editing and touch up before we actually send it with the application, but I want you to have this thing pre-written. Include a picture of yourself if you'd like, and if you have a pet, include the cutest picture of that dog you can find. So after I send you a list of rentals that are available on market, which, by the way, realtors have a lot more rentals than what's available on Zillow, we're gonna find out which ones you want to tour. I'm gonna text or call the listing agent and ask if they have other applications on the property. So if they're already running other applications, we're wasting our time seeing it. We need to move on to some others. If they don't have any other applications, we're gonna go see that home as soon as possible. And I'm going to advise you, if you like it, to go ahead and apply as soon as possible, because you don't want to lose it to somebody else. If they do have other applications on the table, that's when I'm going to ask the listing agent, hey, has anyone gone above list price? I had a home that one of my clients had applied for a couple weeks ago. Home was listed at $2,400. It ended up leasing at $3,200. Wild. So sometimes people are paying way over list price for a house. And then there's going to be landlords that prefer the renters that don't have dogs. They're going to prefer the renters that can move in sooner. So the sooner you can move, the longer your lease term and the higher your rent, the better chances you're going to have. So when we've toured one, you're ready to apply. We're going to get your application. We're going to have you send the application fee. We're going to get your driver's license, pay stubs, letters of reference, and letter to the landlord. And hopefully we should be getting you that house. Wanted to end this with a fun story that happened to me yesterday. Had some renters that I was working with, Canadian citizens. Very tough for them to get a house because if you're applying for rental, you have to fill out a criminal background check and a rental history and credit check. If you're not an American citizen and don't have a social security number, you can't fill out any of that stuff. So they, instead of having them fill out the background check, they were able to pay the landlord the entire lease rate up front, and they provided letters of reference from their landlords, and they even provided an Equifax credit report. So we were able to make that work, and we were able to get them into a house that had 5 other applicants on the table who were likely American citizens. So very glad they were able to come in strong, and we were able to provide some other documentation. So always have that stuff on file. Always have a great relationship with your previous landlords. Check in with them, every once in a while. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to hearing from you. So that's my renter tip for this week. Hope you can learn something from it. If you're looking to get into a rental house, market is tough, but things are still possible. Let's talk.